favorite food of all is kalo, or taro. And above all that, the poi that we make from kalo. Anybody like poi? We got any poi? Yeah! It has a very earthy flavor for the uninitiated, but it's full of lots of its nutrients and vitamins. Carbohydrates mostly, to be honest. Good for making big, strong bodies like Uncle Aito. I'm working on it. Anyway, give the menuhune some poi. Maybe they'll give you some help. So mischievous, industrious, helpful. The menuhune also have a very interesting law that states that any project they undertake must be completed before the sun rises, before the first rooster crows. Meow! That's a cat. What does a rooster sound like? Oh, that was very good. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go. Not everybody has to be that good. We're going to go through that part again. When you get to part of the rooster, everybody give your best. If you do it all together, it sounds beautiful. It can't sound any worse than my cat stir. All right, let me turn on my narrator voice. Any project that the menuhune undertake must be completed before the sun rises, before the first rooster crows. That's so good. So luckily the menuhune, they work very hard, they work very well together, and all these little hands work in unison. They can make a quick job out of anything that they do. In fact, to make sure that they stay in sync as they're working so hard, sometimes they would use a menuhune work chant. You folks ready to learn a menuhune work chant?
Yeah.
I hope so, otherwise it's going to be a very short story. No. Let me demonstrate for you. It goes like this. It goes, Kukulu, kukulu, hanna, hanna. Kukulu, kukulu, hanna, hanna. Now hold on, repeat after me. Kukulu. Kukulu. Now, kukulu in Hawaiian means to build, but that's not really the important part for you guys. The important part is this next one. Hold, repeat after me. Hanna. 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 There we go. Now, Hanna in Hawaiian means to work. And it's a call and response chant, so I'm going to say, kukulu, kukulu, and you folks will reply with, Hanna. Hanna. Well, we got the theory down. Let's try it for real. Kukulu, kukulu. Hanna. Hanna. Kukulu, kukulu. Hanna. Hanna. Kukulu, kukulu. Kukulu, kukulu. Hanna. Hanna. Oh, that's going to be good. It's a story that comes to us from the island of Kauai, off northwest of us. And it's a story about a small village, or a village that started out small. You see, the village was growing, it was getting bigger and bigger. There were lots of babies being born, there were lots of people married to the ohana. And the ali'i, the chief of the village, saw that he needed to do something to feed all of his new subjects. So what he decided to do was to grow more kalo, also known as taro. Now when you're growing kalo, you need to have a constant flow of vibe, of cool, clean, fresh water, as kalo grows in flooded fields in the mud underneath the water. In order to get all this fresh water that he needed, the chief decided he would build a big river dam. Now this was a huge project, a giant undertaking. But one of the perks of being the elite, one of the good things about being chief, is that you don't have to do all the heavy lifting yourself. So he would have the kane. He'd have the men of the village go out every day up into the mountains where they would collect stones and hand them down the line, one man to the next, right on down till they got to the front of the line. When they got to the front, they weren't done yet. They had to chip away at those stones, make sure each one fit nice and snug right to that river dam wall. They chip away, make sure each stone fit right to its allotted spot to hold back all that water. As I said, it's a pretty big project. And while it was going on, the ali'i, the chief of the village, well, he provided for all the ohana, all the families of those kane, those men who were working so hard. He provided everyone with kapa. Kapa, some of you may already know this, kapa is a kind of cloth made from the bark of a wauke, or paper mulberry tree. We would use to fashion clothing back in the days of old, so that everybody could stay warm in the night and look stylish like Uncle Aito. It also provided everyone with food like i'a, or fish, so that everybody would have the sustenance they need to maintain their strength and keep on with all that heavy lifting. So while this was going on, the ali'i provided for everybody. And everybody in the village was well taken care of. Well, almost everyone. Everybody except for one ohana, the family of a man named Kepi. Now let me tell you a little bit about Kepi. Kepi, he was a very kind man, a very happy guy, happy-go-lucky, you might say, but a hard worker. Yeah, not so much. I mean, he would go and he would work on that river dam project, just maybe not every day, like the other men of the village. Maybe more like every other day. Or every other. Every once in a while he'd go and he'd work. When he did work, he would work hard. Hana nui, as we say in Hawaiian, big work. Bless you. That's not quite true, yeah. I just said he's not that hard to work. So maybe not that hard, maybe kind of hard, maybe sort of hard, maybe not too hard at all, to be honest. So his kids saw they were being treated differently than everybody else in the village. And they went to their father one night and they said, Makua, Daddy, all the other kids in the village, they have no kapa tonight, Dad, and we're kind of cold in our old beat-up kapa. All the other ohana, all the other families, they're eating eat-out tonight, Dad, they're eating fish, and we're so hungry. Kempi's wife put it to him rather more bluntly. She said, you lazy bones, you go work hard and you provide all the things that your family needs for a good life. So our man Kempi was kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. He needed to do something big, something spectacular, something amazing to make up for all the work he hadn't done. And he needed to do it rather quickly, but it seemed like it was too big a project for just one man by himself. He felt like he might need to ask for some help. Can you folks think of anybody that can help out our friend Kempi? Little, industrious, previously mentioned this story. The who? The what? Do you guys remember who? The Menehune, of course! And what's the best way to get the Menehune to help you out? Food, indeed, and their favorite is food? Boy, I love it when a plan comes together. That's exactly what Kempi decided he would do. He would make some poi for the Menehune. Now, making poi can be kind of an involved endeavor. The first thing he had to do was he had to prepare an imu, an earthen oven. So he dug a pit in the ground, and he filled it up with hot stones. And then he took one little kalo, one little taro his family had left for their own use. They prepared the kalo for the imu, wrapping them in leaves. And then he put him there in the pit. And then he covered everything up with earth. And while the kalo was there cooking underground, Kempi made his way up to the mountain home of the Menehune. Now the Menehune, since they only come out at night, they're kind of hard to find during the day. But they always leave a guard to watch over their village when they rest during the day. And when Kempi found the guard, he gingerly approached him and he said, "Hooey, how's it, bro? Aloha, what's up, cuz? I just want to let you know that I made a feast for you and all your friends, yeah? So you guys come on down, it'll be ready in a couple hours, yeah? I'll leave him hanging at a kukui tree, kind of somewhere sort of over near where the river dam's being built, if you know what I mean." The Menehune guard, he looked up at Kempi and he said, "We will come." It's a really good Menehune impression. Now when you ask the Menehune for help, you gotta be kind of subtle. You can't just come out and say it. You gotta ask without asking. If the Menehune think you're worthy of their assistance, well maybe they hear plea, help you out. So after talking to the Menehune guard, Kebra, kukui tree, Kempi made his way back to his imu, and he uncovered the kalo that had been cooking therein. Now the kalo was cooked, but it wasn't quite poi yet. The first thing Kempi had to do is he had to unwrap it from the leaves. Then he took his opihi shell scraper and he scraped all the crusty skin off the outside. Then he grabbed his big heavy papa kuiai, his poi pounding board. He grabbed his kuiai pohaku, his poi pounding stone. He got himself a bowl of water, and then he went to work pounding poi. Anybody here ever pound poi before? You folks can appreciate how bad his technique is. That it's pretty horrible. Poi pounding humor. Now when you're pounding poi, you gotta make sure you add just the right amount of water. You wanna make sure your poi is not too thick, not too thin, but just right. And as Kempi finished pounding that poi, he grabbed some la'i, some tea leaves, and he made little bundles of poi, just the right size for those hungry Menehune mouths to eat. Kind of like fun-sized poi, which everybody knows is far and away the least fun size of all, yeah? Like king-size family, what have you. And then he took up all those bundles of poi and made his way down to that kukui tree, kind of somewhere sort of over near where the river dam was being built. And he hung the bundles up in the tree like poi Christmas ornaments. And as he finished doing that, he could hear sounds coming from up in the mountain. Not just any sounds, but voices. Not just any voices, but indeed, the voices of the Menehune. Guess who that is? Yeah, this is your folks' part. Uncle needs your help. Kempi needs your help. The Menehune needs your help. As they came down, the Menehune went, "Kukulu, kukulu. Ana, ana. Kukulu, kukulu. Ana, ana. handing those stones one menehune to the next. They got to the front. When they got to the front, they weren't done yet. They went kukulu, kukulu. Kukulu, kukulu. What happened over here, guys? Kukulu, kukulu. There we go. Chipping away at those stones. Make sure each one fit nice and snug. Right to that river dam wall. Oh. Can't be marvel at the menehune, how quickly they worked, how clean their stonework was, so amazing. Now, of course, as menehune law states, that any project they undertake must be completed before the sun rises, before the first rooster crows. That's so amazing. As the sky began to turn purple with the approach of the dawn, the menehune had to work a little, what's the word? Faster indeed, and they went kukulu, 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 good job, old Hamalko. Got a little carried away there. As the sun peeked up over the horizon, the river dam was finished. Camp P watched as the menehune made their way over that kukui tree, gathered up all their bundles of poi, and made their way back up to their mountain home to enjoy their well-earned meal. And as the sun climbed higher and higher in the sky, the rest of the Kane, the rest of the men of the village, turned out ready for another hard day of work, only to find that there didn't seem to be work left to do. They touching was real, but who had done this, completed this huge project, and all in just one night? Well, just then the Ali'i, the chief of the village, arrived, and surveying the work that had been done, he said, "Oh!" I guess that's what the Ali'i sound like tonight. "Oh, this must be the work of the menehune. But who was it that asked for their help?" And in the back of the crowd, Camp P timidly made his way forward, and he said, "Oi, aloha, sorry, sir, no disrespect, no. I just want to say I'm sorry for all the work I never do, yeah? And to make up for it, I made one little snack for the menehune, if you know what I mean. Yeah." The Ali'i looked down at Camp P and said, "By asking the menehune for their help, you've helped the entire village. Now we will have all the fresh water we need to grow all the kalo we need for a long time to come." And that night, Camp P and his family were the nicest, newest, warmest, most stylish couple. And they ate the freshest, most delicious fish. You see, it's never too late to make a wrong right, as long as you know how to ask for help, you know? We are the menehune. We live up in the mountains. We work until dawn. Then we're gone. Then we're gone. Then we're gone. Well, mahalo nui ohana, thank you for letting me join here to serve the light. I'll be back out here to share at least one more story tonight. But right now I gotta go change more light bulbs. And nothing helps an uncle change light bulbs more than having his own traveling, if somewhat fiery assistant. So until we meet again, ahui hoa. Have a wonderful week.
The end for now.